Welcome to Brainish English Stories.
Bathsheba's husband had died. She was very sad and full of grief. The sadness made her feel weak and lonely through the long, cold winter. But when spring came, and the flowers and trees started to grow again, Bathsheba also began to feel a little better. Her sickness slowly went away when all the worries in her life were finally over. However, Bathsheba still stayed alone most of the time. She stayed inside her house, or sometimes walked in the garden. She did not want to see anyone, not even her helper, Liddy. She talked to no one and did not ask for comfort. When summer came, Bathsheba spent more time outside. She started to look after the farm again because she had to. But she no longer rode her horse or managed things the way she used to. One Friday evening in August, Bathsheba walked a short distance down the road and entered the orchard. It was her first time there since the sad event last Christmas. Her face was still very pale, and her black dress made her look even paler. When she reached the gate at the end of the orchard, which was near the churchyard, she heard singing. The choir inside the church was practicing. Bathsheba quietly crossed the road and entered the graveyard. The high windows of the church hid her from the people inside. She walked softly to the place where her husband, Troy, had planted flowers on Fanny Robin's grave. She stood by the marble stone and read the words written there. First were the words Troy had chosen. Erected by Francis Troy in memory of Fanny Robin, who died October 9th, aged 20 years. Below, new words had been added. In the same grave lie the remains of Francis Troy, who died December 24th, aged 26 years. As she stood reading, the organ music started again inside the church. She walked to the church porch and listened. The door was closed, and the choir was learning a new song. Hearing the small voices of the children singing, Bathsheba felt emotions she thought were gone. The children sang, "Lead, kindly light, amid the encircling gloom, lead thou me on." Tears filled Bathsheba's eyes. She let them fall. Once she started crying, she could not stop. She remembered all the sad and happy moments of her life. Because her face was hidden in her hands, she did not see someone come quietly into the porch. It was Mr. Oak. He stood there and watched her kindly. When Bathsheba finally looked up, her face was wet with tears. "Oh, Mr. Oak," she cried, surprised. "How long have you been here?" "A few minutes, said Oak, politely. "Are you going inside?" Bathsheba asked. From inside the church, the children sang. "I loved the bright day, but fear and pride ruled me. Please forget my past mistakes." "I was going to," said Gabriel. "I sing bass now. I have been singing for a few months." "Oh, I didn't know that," said Bathsheba. "I'll leave you then." The children sang again. "I loved long ago, but lost it for a while." "Please don't leave because of me, mistress," said Oak. "I think I won't go in tonight." "Oh no, you are not making me leave," she said. They both stood there feeling a little awkward. Bathsheba tried to wipe her wet and red face without him seeing. After a moment, Oak said, "I haven't seen you, or spoken to you, for a long time, have I?" Then he quickly changed the subject, not wanting to bring up sad memories. "Were you going into the church?" "No," said Bathsheba. "I came to check the tombstone, to see if the words were carved as I asked. You can talk to me about it if you like." "Have they done it correctly?" asked Oak. "Yes. Come and see if you want." They went together and looked at the tomb. 8 months ago. Gabriel whispered, looking at the date. "To me, it feels like years," said Bathsheba. "It's like I have been dead too. Now, I'm going home." Oak walked beside her. "I wanted to talk to you about a small thing," he said, unsure. "It's about business. I think I should tell you now." "Yes, of course," she said. "I may soon stop managing your farm, Mrs. Troy. I'm thinking of leaving England, maybe next spring." "Leaving England?" Bathsheba said, shocked and sad. "Why, Gabriel?" "I think it's best," said Oak slowly. "I'm thinking about going to California." "But everyone thinks you will take the lower farm yourself." "I was offered it, yes, but I have reasons to leave. I'll finish my year as manager, but no more." "And what will I do without you? Gabriel, you have been with me so long, through good and bad. It feels unkind to leave now. I hoped you would stay nearby." "I would have liked to," said Oak sadly. "But now, when I need you most, you go," she said. "Yes," he said, clearly upset. "That's the bad part." He quickly said goodbye and walked away, taking a path Bathsheba could not follow. Bathsheba went home with a new sadness. It hurt her that Gabriel seemed to avoid her now. She remembered small things he had done lately, avoiding her, sending short notes without visiting. Poor Bathsheba now felt the worst pain, the feeling that even Gabriel was giving up on her. The autumn passed sadly for Bathsheba. Christmas Day came, marking 1 year since she became a widow, and over 2 years since she had lived alone. When she thought about it, it seemed strange that the sad event at Boldwood's house did not trouble her anymore. Instead, she felt deep sadness that everyone seemed to avoid her, and she believed Gabriel Oak was leading them all. After church that day, she hoped Gabriel might wait for her, like he used to. She saw him walking behind her, but when he noticed her looking, he quickly turned away. As soon as he could, he took another path and disappeared. The next morning, Bathsheba received the blow she had been fearing, a letter from Gabriel. He wrote that he would not work for her after Labor Day, spring. Bathsheba sat and cried bitterly over the letter. She was hurt that Gabriel's steady love, which she thought would last forever, had been taken away so easily. She was also scared to run the farm alone again. Since Troy's death, Gabriel had handled all her business at markets and fairs. How would she manage now? Her life felt empty and hopeless. That evening, feeling terribly lonely and desperate for some kindness, Bathsheba put on her bonnet and cloak and walked to Gabriel's house. The thin light from the new moon helped guide her. A warm firelight glowed in Gabriel's window, but no one could be seen inside. Bathsheba knocked nervously. Then she thought maybe it was wrong for a single woman to visit a man living alone. But because he was her farm manager, she decided it could be seen as business. Gabriel opened the door, the moonlight shining on his forehead. "Mr. Oak," said Bathsheba weakly. "Yes, I am Mr. Oak," he said. "Who? Oh. I should have known you at once, mistress." "I won't be your mistress much longer, will I, Gabriel?" she said sadly. "Well, no, I suppose not. But please come in, I'll get a light," he said, awkwardly. "No need on my account," she said. "It's rare for me to have a lady visitor. Please sit down. I'm sorry my chairs are hard. I was thinking of getting some better ones." Gabriel set out a few chairs. "They are fine for me," Bathsheba said, sitting down. They both sat, the firelight dancing on their faces and on Gabriel's few old belongings. It was strange that although they knew each other so well, meeting like this made them shy, as if they were strangers again. "You may think it strange that I came, but," Bathsheba began. "Oh no, not at all," said Gabriel. "But I thought, Gabriel, I have been worried, thinking I had offended you, and that's why you are leaving. It hurt me so much, and I had to come." "Offended me? You could never do that, Bathsheba." "Really? I'm so glad. But why are you going away then?" "I'm not leaving the country," he said simply. "I didn't know you would mind, or I would have thought twice. I have arranged to take Lower Farm for myself at Labor Day. I have already had a share for some time. But I wouldn't stop helping you if it weren't for the things people are saying." "What things?" Bathsheba asked, surprised. "I can't tell you." "You should tell me. You've given me advice many times. Why not now?" "It's not your fault," said Gabriel. "But people are saying I'm hanging around Boldwood's farm, hoping to marry you someday." "Marrying me? That's ridiculous. Far too soon to even think about," she said. "Yes, far too absurd," Gabriel said quickly. "I don't wish for that either. You must see that by now. Surely, you are the last person I would think of marrying." "I said too soon," she corrected him, with tears coming to her eyes. "I didn't mean too absurd." "But it doesn't matter. I only meant too soon. Please believe me." Gabriel looked at her tenderly. "Bathsheba," he said, stepping closer, "if I only knew, if you would allow me to love you and marry you, if only I knew." "But you never will know," she whispered. "Why not?" "Because you never ask," she said softly. Gabriel laughed quietly with joy. "My own dear. You shouldn't have sent me that cold letter this morning," she interrupted. "It showed you didn't care about me at all. It was cruel, after all we have been to each other." "Bathsheba, you are so provoking," he laughed. "I only wrote it because, being an unmarried man working for a young woman like you, and people gossiping about us, it could hurt your good name. That's all." "And that was really all?" she asked. "Yes, all." "Oh, I'm so glad I came," she said, standing up. "I thought you didn't even want to see me again. But I must go now, or people will miss me." She laughed a little. "It feels like I came to court you. How dreadful." "And quite right too," said Gabriel. "I chased after you for many long days. You can visit me once." He walked her up the hill, explaining about his plans for Lower Farm. They said little about love. There was no need. Their friendship, built from hard times and real understanding, was deeper than words. It was the kind of love that nothing could destroy, not even time or sorrow.